Hey everybody, this is Barry with Christenson Transportation, and we're going to go over my good friends at Great West send me monthly things to talk about for upcoming issues or events or seasons, to things that we need to be aware of when we have different things going on around us. This one talks about fall and the different hazards we face when we get different seasons. And the first part is, visibility kind of changes in August, September. The days get shorter, gets darker quicker, can affect your depth perception, color recognition, visual acuity, headlights, stuff like that. So it says, slow down, increase your following distances. If you got to drive in the dark, be extra careful. Always have your headlights on if it's raining. You got to have your headlights on when your wipers are on. You also see at certain times of the year different vehicles. So you've got farmers. They come out and they cut their hay or they get their crops, and they're on tractors going down the road. So when you're on two lanes, you got to be extra cautious. Coming around corners, you might run up on somebody going really slow. Don't pass them. Be safe. In certain areas of the country, around here in Ohio, you've got Amish, you've got horse-drawn carriages that can be on the side of the road or crossing the road. So be on the lookout for them. That's a terrible accident that occurs all too frequently. Biggest thing is traffic and kids. You've got school starting again, so you're going to have school buses. Avoid the distractions. Don't those things stop. They got an arm that comes out. Be ready for that. So just keep your eyes and keep your focus up ahead of you. And then you've got the all popular hunting season. The weather, temperature changes. The deer are out running. They're moving. As soon as the first shot goes, they start running like crazy. So be aware of that. On a motorcycle, I grow up. You don't get many chances on motorcycles. I actually hit a deer about a month ago on mine, about 2 miles from my house, was where they say most accidents happen. And I just happened to see something in the corner of my eye, and here comes this big doe, and sideways I went and hit his legs with my tires, and it skidded away, and I popped up, and it popped up and shook its head, and I shook my head and said, wow, that was close. But a lot of times you don't get to say that was close. You can say, oh, I just had an accident. So the last thing they talk about is, the temperature change and the weather change. You've got rain, you've got fog, you've got those types of things to be aware of. And that brings up a point. These front-end collision devices, the Bendix systems we have on, they're like a pilot's radar. They see things we don't see. So you're driving in the fog and visibility is minimal. First of all, fog does not last very long, and it may just last when you're dipping down into a valley, or it may just last for a mile of highway. So early morning, be careful. Watch out, because that's when the temperature's changing, and the temperature in the ground is different than the water temperature, and you'll get that fog that rises off the water. Anyway, with the Bendix, what I was saying was, you may not be able to see, and you might not see till you're right up on somebody and you see their tail lights or something if they've got their lights on. But that cruise control will slow you down. It will see that object before you ever see it. So, people talk about, well, I don't like this stuff. It puts brakes on. Well, if it puts the brakes on in the fog before you do, it may have saved you from an accident. So trust the stuff we give you. Trust the stuff we put on these trucks to make us safer. So we will, as I usually do, we'll put a link out there. There's a quiz that goes along with this stuff we just talked about. And for everybody that participates in the quiz, we'll put your name in the hat, and we'll have a drawing. You win a gift certificate to the company store or something. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you watching these videos, because they're not done just to do something during the day. They're there to tell you what's going on, or what we need to be working on, or what we need to be watching out for, or what we've done good. So, please watch the videos, pay attention to them. They're there for a reason. They're there because that's my tool in the safety department to get this information out in front of the fleet, because the fleet doesn't come in here every day. And I can't do a safety lesson every day, but I can do it on video, and everybody can watch it, and everybody can keep that in their head, just things you think about. If we don't say be safe every day, then one day we don't, something might happen. So we say this stuff all the time to ingrain it in your head and ingrain it in your thought process, to make us all safe, that you get home to your family, everybody else gets home to their family, and we keep on trucking in a safe way. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being at Christenson or watching Christenson's videos. We're where the truckers truck, and safety takes priority.